What a play from Jake All. And Madison Troy! Tie game! 60. In play, that's a fair ball to Jake All. What a play from Jake All! And Madison Troy! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice heads out. Trey Cluxton right.
Get out, ball later! And he might have just missed it! Got it run from Jordan Rice! And that's a shot! That's a what a play!
second, flips over to first, and he does it! Oh my Lord, Zach Inouye, a solo!
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Philip Rosenbark walked off the season.
Get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jekyll. That ball's in play. Goes back, Keen McKay. Back at Thomas Playhouse makes the grab. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Good move, I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keen McKay.
Flared up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
You could not pick a more gorgeous day to close out the regular season. We've got a good one here. Two teams that aren't necessarily fighting for seeding, but are fighting to take some momentum into the playoffs. I'm Trevor Butler. I'm joined alongside
Neil Pate.
And it's a wonderful day to close out the regular season. Neil, how you doing?
I'm doing lovely, Trevor. It's going to be a very exciting game to close out our season, and it's our last day for both of us working here at the AWA this year as well.
So we do have a good one on tap. This is an Aces team that is sitting pretty comfortably in that second seed, of course, looking forward to the playoffs, looking forward to defending their title. Now we'll take a look at the starting lineup. First for the home team, the Western Wolfpack.
Alex Harden, Western Washington University.
Thomas Playhouse, Sherwood Elementary.
Sam Thomas, Summer School.
Zach Inouye, University of Washington.
Ian Michael, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chad Curtis, Balso Hard University.
I think Sam Thomas's summer school shout might be my favorite intro in all of this league. Now the lineups for the visiting Atlantic Aces.
Aaron Schofield, Washington State University.
Moses Valadez, go Wave.
Morgan Granich, Northwest Guatemalan High School.
Dylan Carroll, Lil Man, Big Dreams.
Jace Pratt, Jackson High School.
So we're going to have a short-handed Aces team tonight. No Moses Valdez and no Dylan Carroll. They've picked up Chad Grebe for a substitute appearance, but they're going to be a little bit short-handed here for the final series of the season as they look to, like I said, take some momentum into the postseason.
I think we might actually have an interview with Jack Playhouse down on the field. Jack, if you want to take that away.
I'm here with Thomas Playhouse. Now, Thomas, sitting at 9 home runs. Pretty awful performance last week, if I do say so myself. 0 hits, no home runs, no anything. I don't even know if you reached base. How are you going to turn that around?
You know, I'm just going to keep my head in the game. I'm going to put together some team ABs and push some runs across.
You guys with the win today, this series win, are you waving to?
Oh, everybody.
Okay. With the win today, you could lock in that 4 seed. With the loss, you'd be the 5 seed. You're playing the Mojo no matter what. What's the plan going in today? You guys going to mess around, or are you going to try and get that home field advantage?
Probably mess around.
Lastly, no Moses Valadez today. How does that change your approach?
Nothing changes. It's a righty, so it doesn't really matter. I like righties better than lefties.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So Thomas Playhouse, fresh off a trip to the store about 20 minutes before the game, getting ready to get things going. It should be a fun one. We'll take a look at the defensive alignments. A little bit of adjustment going on for both teams. Obviously, the Aces, without Moses Valdez, are going to send Jace Pratt to the hill. Morgan Granich at first, Chad Grebe at second, and Aaron Schofield manning the hot corner over at third. The Wolfpack, though, at full strength. They're not going to be throwing Ian Michael for these first couple games, though, surprisingly. They're going to go with Alex Harden, at least for game one. What do you expect to see out of him?
Alex Harden, not someone we have seen on the mound that much this year with the addition of Sam Thomas. It is important to note that both teams are missing their aces here. Not aces the team, but aces in their starting pitchers, as Moses Valdez and Sam Thomas are both out here. Alex Harden is an interesting choice, though, as you mentioned. Ian Michael, normally the second pitcher for this team. They're going to start out with Alex Harden. I believe has done some pitching in the past, but after some injuries and some other things and the addition of Sam Thomas, has kind of taken a back roll. Nice catch there. See if he still has it, though, going in this game one. This Aces team, very prominent offensively, but with missing Dylan Carroll and Moses Valdez, see if they're able to replicate that.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one. Looking at Harden's stats, he's got a career 4.67 ERA in the AWA, 248 and 2/3 innings pitched, so plenty of experience on the hill. This is going to be his first outing of the 2025 campaign, though. And I had to make my, at this point, what seems like once a series foul ball grab, as Dylan Carroll has just walked in. He's not in our lineup, so this could make things interesting. I might have to figure this out a little bit.
Yeah, Dylan Carroll was a very strong hitter and pivotal part of that Aces rotation that they had last year to bring home the World Series, with very much known for being a very strong offensive team. Has had a bit of a sophomore slump this year, not putting up the same numbers, but if he's able to, as we move closer to the playoffs, bring out that strength that we saw from him last year toward the end of the regular season. We've missed a couple games at the beginning of the playoffs. And this Aces team should be in a good position, especially if Alex Harden isn't as warmed up into the pitching. Could see some offensive dominance here from the Aces starting out.
Hey, Jack, how do I add somebody?
Here's Aaron Schofield will start out for the Aces here.
So we'll get started in just a second. Actually, we're working on adding Dylan Carroll to the lineup.
Thomas Playhouse will be making his return to this Wolfpack lineup after missing their last game against the Cyclones, where they ended up getting swept. Thomas has been one of the pivotal players here for the Wolfpack, both defensively and offensively, getting quite a few home runs this year. Still the leading home run scorer all time here in the AWA, and making some pivotal grabs out there in second base where he will be playing. See Ian Michael on first and Zach Inouye over at third. Even though they are missing Sam Thomas, we might still see Thomas Playhouse as kind of the pivotal player here, as maybe his absence from that game against the Cyclones might have been really what hurt them. Cyclones, a very strong offensive team now, of course, eliminated from the playoffs, but another strong offensive team here in the Aces. See if it will still trouble them.
So now we are actually going to get things underway after the brief delay. It's going to be Aaron Schofield leading off, facing Harden. First pitch on the way. It's going to catch the zone at 55, and that's how we open things up. Here's some Thursday night wiffle ball to close out the regular season. 0-1 runs behind Schofield, and we're level. That's going to miss inside. So Schofield able to jump ahead here, 2-1. And that'll miss outside, 3-1, 4 pitches before Schofield's taking a swing. And there's one. Full count pitch to Schofield. Thought about it for a brief second, but takes a walk. 6 pitches to open this one up, and Alex Harden has issued his first free pass of the 2025 campaign.
Is able to get 2 strikes on it, though, so not the worst first batter that you could have. Doesn't allow a home run, at least.
28th walk that Schofield has drawn on the year.
Granic will now step in, another strong batter.
Morgan Granic hitting .357 on the year, and he'll take ball 1 outside. As that misses upstairs, 2-0. 20 hits and 56 at-bats for the right-hander Granic, as he jumps ahead 3-0 now. Healthy cut right there at 58, and Harden gets one back. It's a hitter's count, 3-1. And yet another at 50, dropped 8 miles an hour right there. Full count, 3-2. Missed low, and just like the first at bat, count is drawn full, but Granic takes a walk. So Jason Pratt, a typical Game 3 starter for this Aces squad, is going to be manning the hill here in Game 1. It'll be interesting to see what both teams do. Of course, both teams being down their aces, and they were talking before this game, this isn't necessarily a game that affects seeding all too much.
Yeah, I believe there is still some competition, but overall, the positions aren't that different. I believe it's 2nd and 3rd and 5th and 6th, if I remember correctly. 2nd and 3rd obviously being Pilots and the Aces, and then 5th and 6th being, I believe, Stingers and Wolfpack. But I don't believe those positions really changed that much about the brackets for either team.
At the end of the day, neither of them have a first-round bye.
That is correct.
Stop me if you've heard this before, but count full 3 and 2. And this time, Harden gets Pratt to watch and picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon. 1 down after the back-to-back walks to open this ball game up, and it's going to bring in Chad Grebe, the replacement player today, in place of Valdez. He walked in wearing a Lake Stevens Vikings t-shirt. I can only assume he went or goes to high school there, one of my rival high schools. And he's behind 0-2. I was a proud Glacier Peak Grizzly for 4 years. 0-2 from Harden, misses outside. This...
Count will be tied 2-2 here after 2 quick strikes from Harden. One will be popped up.
Interesting play here. Could be 2. And the throw's going to go wide. It's going to allow 1 run to score. And we're going to have to take a look over at first to see if Grebe got in there safely. What an interesting play.
Hey, that was one of the more interesting fielding sequences of events that I have seen here. Believe
again.
Right now how the field is sitting, no one is out and Aaron Schofield will score. See Thomas Playhouse face palming there. I'm assuming that means that he did not get him, at least at first. Yeah, so we'll be safe at first because I believe Ian Michael also bobbles the ball a little bit there.
So everybody's safe? All right, everyone's safe.
Yeah, so everyone will be safe. Aaron Schofield will come home. Runners on the corners.
So while Neil keeps you guys updated with the count, I'm going to have to figure out how exactly we're going to score this.
Yeah, that's a good question.
This is going to be a really fun adventure for me up here in the booth. We're going to rule it a single from Grebe.
Believe the count 3-1 now, but I might have missed something. Seems like I was right there because we'll swing through it for a second strike, bringing the count full again for Harden.
We've got it figured out as Carroll goes down swinging for the second out of the frame. So a run scores on the first hit, but Harden can still escape.
Schofield able to get on base with a walk his first at-bat, then able to come in with a score. He's able to get a decent hit here. Could bring Morgan Granich home, sitting there on third.
Always something new here in the AWA. Schofield takes ball 1 inside, walked his first time up, as he was a little out in front of that one. Nearly dropped into the splits right there. Aaron Schofield for gymnastics in the 2028 Olympics. That's what the rumor mill is saying. Now the 2-1. Drops in the dirt, it's a hitter's count. Everyone misses outside. Second free pass of the day for Aaron Schofield. It's going to load up the bases here with 2 away. So it's back to Morgan Granich manning first base today, who, much like Schofield before him, walked in his first at bat. Dylan Carroll will take his spot at third. Granich with an opportunity to try and blow this one open. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. And he can't connect with 56. 1-1 from Harden. Is popped up out of play onto the roof of the press box. As Greenwich takes ball 2 inside. Harden was looking for a little more break on that one, couldn't quite get it. Full count pitch once again, and he'll miss outside. It'll score a run. It's 2-0 Aces here in the top of the first.
Feels like almost every batter here for Alex Harden is a full count. I believe at least over half of his pitches or at-bats have been. See if he's able to turn some of those into strikeouts instead of just walks here, as quite a few of them have. Jace Pratt did strike out in his first at-bat. We'll look at ball 1.
So Pratt looking to pick up his first hit of the day. This one grounded. It's going to skip through the arms of Inouye. And everybody's going to be safe. It's going to bring home Grebe, and a run will score. Everybody moves up 40 feet, and Chad Grebe, who already has 1 base hit today, is going to look to make it 2 for 2 in his AWA debut. One and 0, swung through, and we're even. Looked like Zach Inouye had that pretty well corralled, but it took a weird hop and just kind of jumped up through his arms.
And I was going to mention this earlier with the kind of crazy play we had out in the field, but I believe the Wolfpack have struggled at points throughout the season to really field it cleanly. The team I remember the most having some egregious errors. Thought they had turned that around partway through the season, but seems to be striking them again, as another walk will come through for Grebe, bringing Schofield home. Bring the lead to 4 runs.
So Dylan Carroll will step in here, struck out his first time. Something to monitor here, Alex Harden, through 2/3 of an inning, is already up to 47 pitches thrown. And because the Aces are the home team, they're gonna get 3 innings to hit. First pitch to Carroll, he's gonna be saved by the speed check at 61. And he'll pop a little flare. It's going to bounce foul, though. Greenwich was holding up, waiting to see what would happen. Inouye was charging in, but it bounces foul. 0-1 now. Whole heck of a lot of break on that one, but perhaps too much for Harden. 1-1 misses outside. As Carroll took a cut at a ball in the dirt, went fishing for it down low. It's 2-2. Harden looking to get it out of the inning, and he'll do just that. 58 gets Carroll to wave, but the Aces plate 4 on 2 hits and a handful of walks. 52 pitches for Alex Harden. 52. And he is shocked by this number. We head to the bottom of the first. Wolfpack looking to respond.
The starting pitcher for the Atlantic Aces, right-hander, number 9, Jace Pratt.
So you guys see it here. Jace Pratt, the typical starter, is shooting his intro here in the middle of the game, shooting a commercial, a TikTok, something like that. Whoa, hey now.
Hits the speaker up here in the booth.
Jace Pratt is not a fan of the commentary, evidently. Oh.
Sending them at us.
I try not to laugh. I try to be a little professional, but he is really slinging them at us here. Holy cow.
I'm starting to fear for my
like
life.
the sitting duck up here. He looks at us up here in the booth and says, I apologize. So Pratt on the hill. He'll face Zach Inouye to open things up. Comes into this one with a 4.24 ERA on the season, 23 1/3 innings pitched.
Yeah, Pratt, I believe, started this year out as the ace here for the Aces. Maybe coming over actually from the Wolfpack last year. Eventually was substituted with...
First pitch to Inouye, pulled left side, and nobody's home over there on third. Schofield was playing off the bag. One pitch, one hit here in the bottom of the first for Zach Inouye.
I was going to say, was subbed out then for Moses Valdez, who then was the ace for the rest of the season, bringing the Aces to the second seed, or potentially second seed. Ball will go on the inside for Harden.
So after the 52 pitch top of the first, Harden comes in to take some hacks, 16 hits already on the year, and 54 at bats, hitting .296, and he's ahead 3-0 here as he waves at the high fastball for strike one. Hitters count to Alex Harden, and Pratt will miss inside. A walk and a single to open things up here in the bottom of the first. So Thomas Blehaus steps in now, like we said earlier, fresh off the store. We've got some more shooting going on here.
Hopefully these hitting foul balls doesn't come up this way.
What in the world? Is this Banana Ball Wiffle Ball edition, something like that? Doing some dances and trying to nail the broadcasters with fastball?
Yeah.
First pitch on the way is left inside, ball one to Blehaus. Blehaus hitting .351 on the year, 20 hits and 57 at bats for the lefty. And he's quickly ahead 3-0. 13 walks for Blehaus as he opts to swing 3-0 and tags it foul. 3-1 pitch, misses outside. It'll walk the bases loaded. Still nobody away for the Wolfpack. And all of a sudden, with one swing, this game can be all leveled up.
And Ian Michael, very solid batter, stepping in here. Definitely a chance that the ball goes out here, bringing them all home and tying up the game. Might need a good pitch here from Pratt, though. Couple in the last at-bat could go quite wide.
First pitch, Michael thought about it, but just barely holds off. And that'll miss upstairs 2-0. As Michael's going to tag that one foul, hung up in the air for a second, but sits down and rolls to the hot tub. It's 2-1. This one rolling, it's going to die foul though. So back-to-back foul balls have the count even 2-2. Michael looking to keep this big inning going, this potential big inning. Whole heck of a lot of movement on that one, but it never broke towards the zone. Count full. And a bases loaded walk is going to plate Inouye. Brings home the first run of the inning for the Wolfpack. we could be in for a little bit of a marathon here in game one. Both pitchers struggling with command thus far.
Yeah, I believe before the game even started, while the teams were warming up, I heard someone mention that this will be a long game, so seems to be turning out that way so far. I feel like we always kind of see that when some teams are missing their aces. That will miss low for ball one.
Talked a lot about the similarities between the AWA and college baseball, and you do see this a lot where a lot of teams will take a midweek game. They won't necessarily throw their aces. They'll go with a bullpen game, and you get some ridiculous scores. Even this past season, Kansas played Wichita State in a game that was 18-12 in favor of the Jayhawks on a Tuesday night. Had a Wednesday game against Minnesota in which they scored 29 runs as Curtis goes down swinging for the first out.
Zach Inoue will now step back in. We consider one of the most clutch players in the league. After his standout play last playoffs to save a game, I believe against the Enforcers, step up and face bases loaded after getting a walk in his first at-bat and then coming home from more walks.
First pitch to him drops in the dirt. Inoue, the only base hit so far for the Wolfpack. 1 run on 1 hit, but lots of damage sitting on the bases right now as that just drops out of the zone. It's 2-1. Inoue pops this one up left side. Schofield dropped it, and that might be a double play.
Yeah, it wasn't under it. Infield fly rule.
They're going to call it an infield fly.
Very late call, Blue.
Schofield not a fan of it, but Inoue will be out and everybody else will be safe. Interesting spot right there. That call coming from Jack and Tommy Tickets over by the fire pit. Still bases loaded, but 2 outs now. First pitch to Harden. Looped the loop and caught the high outside corner for strike 1. Pratt really going into that bag of tricks here on the mound, trying to get as much break as he possibly can.
Sunglasses produce quite a glare.
Alex Harden getting his teammate on second, Thomas Playhouse, to take off his sunglasses as he jumps ahead 2-1.
He might have been, but there's so much glare from those Vipers. Did that eye surgery work out? No.
This one popped up on the infield. Pratt goes over and hauls it in. A beautiful acrobatic flip behind the back, or behind the head, from Jace Pratt. That'll end the first. Wolfpack leave them loaded, but plate 1 run. It's 4-1.
The best ability is availability. Make it easy for the playoffs.
It'll happen probably.
So here we go, top of the second. It's back to the top of the order for the Aces with Aaron Schofield. He's going to wear one off the foot, but he took a cut at it. Now the 0-1. Missed inside, even 1-1. Schofield a pair of walks so far in this one as he is saved by the speed check at 62. Interesting little swing right there, doing his best Adrian Beltre impression, except Beltre was able to hit it out. 1-2 down swinging. Couple excuse me foul balls from Aaron Schofield, and he waves at strike 3.
No, there's one right over there. 2 here, 1 there. One more.
Alex Harden really able to get up early in this inning. They're losing 4 in the last. Starts out with 1 out and nobody on base yet, something that I don't believe either pitcher has been able to achieve in the frames we've had so far. I believe the Wolfpack really squandered an opportunity there. I believe got bases loaded with no outs, and we were only able to convert 1 run.
So Morgan Granich, the other Aces hitter who is yet to record an at-bat today, 0 for 0 with a pair of walks in his 2 plate appearances. There's a guy in our TikTok comments right now who is dropping some serious ball knowledge. He just had a Don Drysdale reference, which I appreciate. Love a good throwback like that as Granich pulls it foul, 3-1. And it'll be a 3rd walk for Morgan Granich, who just wants to take some cuts, just wants a pitch to hit, but he's 0 for 0 with a trifecta of walks here in game number 1.
Yeah, I believe we hear some vocal frustration from him as well, walking away from that.
So Jace Pratt 1 for 2. And the filming camera is coming back out, so we'll see what this could be all about. First pitch to Pratt upstairs, ball 1. And he'll pop one up, hooking foul. It'll go beyond the tree and drop into even the count, 1-1. That misses outside, ball 2. 2-1 missed outside. It's 3-1. As Pratt waves at the hitter's count and loads a 3-2 count up. Take ball 4 down low, back-to-back walks to open up this 2nd inning. So in steps Chad Grebe, a single and a walk so far in his AWA debut. So batting 1,000 on the career.
Yeah, really good performance here for the subs. Sometimes we see some subs come in and have not too great batting performances, but starting off with a single and then a walk, pretty solid here for the rookie.
Swings through strike 1 there. And swings through strike 2, back-to-back strikes to open this at bat for Alex Harton. Looking for the 2nd out of the inning. 64, holy moly. Grebe steps out, the 0-2 once again. This one misses outside. Harden claiming he's on the Rocket Roger Clemens diet as that's tipped foul.
I want that in the next CBA.
What would the Roger Clemens diet consist of? Steroids?
Not too sure.
Grebe goes down swinging. There's 2 away.
As I get more experience with this whole commentary thing, I'm learning more and more. Should not talk about these successive players because you will always curse them, as I do there with Grebe.
It's the good old announcer jinx right there. It's happened to Jack and I probably 10 times this season.
Yeah, I believe on Tuesday when I was casting with Jack, had it quite a few times, pretty much right in a row.
I think he's the bad luck charm.
Potentially.
Standing right here by the booth. It's affecting our aura up here.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 down now here in the top of the 2nd. Dylan Carroll steps in 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts so far. The first pitch from Harden misses outside for ball 1. Ace is still leading this one 4-1 as Carroll takes a big-time cut at the 1-0. Can't connect. Top 2nd here in game number 1. Shadows getting longer. Of course, we're into the later part of summer here in the Pacific Northwest. It's going to get darker a little earlier. Don't think it should be too bad. We came close to needing to use the lights a couple weeks ago. As Carroll swings through strike 2.
Yeah, I believe we had to employ the lights for the first time on Tuesday. But hopefully with this kind of cloudless sky, we might be able to hang on to the light for a little bit longer. As you said, though, the shadows are getting quite long. We have a full count here.
And 61 is going to save Carroll. Full count misses upstairs. And yet another full count walk from Harden is going to load the bases up. He's at 78 pitches right now. So it's back to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield, who struck out to open this inning.
Yeah.
Schofield, a pair of walks and a strikeout here in this first game. First pitch to him stays down low for ball 1. The other interesting thing is, because that 6-run per inning cap, Schofield is going to ground that one foul.
I know what you're doing, 9.
Because of that 6-run per inning cap, we could easily see another 20 or 30 pitches out of Alex Harden. So that drops in the dirt, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Hit my water bottle. That's a fun noise. Lot going on here today on the final day of the regular season. Alex Harden is going to spaghetti move back to second. One of the first pickoff attempts I've seen all summer.
Aaron Schofield will hit his tree over there on the third baseline for second foul.
Tom, what's the count, boy?
Full. So full count on the way. And Schofield's going to rip that one. Blehaus nearly made the grab, but everybody's going to be safe. Thomas Blehaus getting dirty, trying to go for the old Jake Oliver Dirtiest Player in the League award.
And that would have been a pretty impressive grab if he would be able to get it falling onto his side, but just not quite able to get a full grip on it. Touches the ground.
So the first run of the frame scores. We continue on with Morgan Granich, who's reaching for 41 right there.
41.
This might be one of the most unserious days we've had here. Ball will miss on the inside for 2-1. Take a swing at 55 for 2-2.
Granich 3 walks thus far, and he'll let that drop out for ball 3. Full count offering once again misses inside. Walk number 4 to Morgan Granich. The bases stay loaded. A second run scores at 6-1. Alex Harden now at 90 pitches. 52 balls, 38 strikes from Harden.
It's quite an impressive number of strikes for even that amount of pitches, but most of those going towards full counts instead of full strikeouts. And Harden will still have one more inning to pitch at the top of the third as the Aces are batting first.
Pratt 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a strikeout as Harden throws behind the righty, much to the ire of Granich. Here's your vocabulary word of the day, ire. Now the 2-0. Again misses behind. Harden seems to either be trying to shake something up or trying to hit the back of the bat. 3-0 misses inside. It's a 4-pitch walk, and Jace Pratt slings the bat out to Alex Harden. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Things have really gone off the rails here on the final day of the regular season.
Yeah, I believe that might be an extension of when Jace Pratt was on second base. He threw something at Harden, who then returned a ball at him. So it seems to be a bit of a rivalry building up here between the two pitchers today.
So Chad Grebe steps in, struck out his last time up. There's still 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, perhaps it is some bad blood after the offseason trade as Grebe pops that up. Harden gets there. Finally gets out of the inning. 97 pitches through 2 innings for Alex Harden.
How many?
97 pitches through 2 innings for Alex Harden. We go to the bottom of the second, 7-1 Aces your score. I have received confirmation from Morgan Granich that 41 is the new 6'7". The 6'7" meme, of course, still massive, much like the low taper fade meme.
Yeah, we will enter the bottom of the second with a bit of a Germany-Brazil score here.
That is a good pull. First pitch to Playhouse misses outside. And I'll swing at that one, grounded over towards second. Grebe makes the play, and there's one down. If only it were 7-0, I could have made a Liverpool-Manchester United joke.
I'm kind of like J-Rod, though. Quick. Yeah, dude, if I was a righty, I mean, that's a hit. I'm just going to go up there righty today.
Thomas Playhouse saying he's just like Julio Rodriguez. One down now here in the bottom of the second for Ian Michael. Swings at the first pitch, pulls it left side. It's going to nutmeg Schofield. Michael's going to dig for second. Throwing not in time. He's going to go for third. Ian Michael showing off the wheels, getting in the Aces' head, a stand-up triple. Things are getting weird here on the last day of the regular season.
Yeah, but if I saw that correctly as well, that pitch was 34 miles an hour coming out of Chase Pratt.
There are 8 runs in this game on only 5 hits. Strike one at 43 to Curtis.
It gets every time, bro. What the hell it is?
As that'll miss inside at 49. Outside 56. Somebody can manage to hit 67 miles an hour, and I have to read 6'7" on the radars. That's going to be down for a base hit. Chad Curtis had it spinning like a top right over there. Michael comes home on an RBI single from Chad Curtis. And it's 5-2. I'm sorry, 7-2. The person in charge of updating our outfield scoreboard is not doing their job right now.
Yeah, currently not outside. Don't know where they went.
Inouye takes ball one inside. That just catches the corner at 54. If somebody can manage to hit 67 miles an hour, I am going to laugh so hard on this broadcast. Two 1. Taken strike 2. Drops in ball 3. Three and 2 pitch. Missed outside ball 4. And there's 2 aboard with 1 gone. Even with the 6-run cap, theoretically, the Wolfpack could tie this game in the bottom of the second. Could you imagine a walk-off in a game like this?
Yeah, that would be pretty impressive, though we haven't. That's not something that we haven't seen here in the AWA. No lead is safe, as we always like to say. And really, like you said, it's within the 6-run cap, even within the first 2 innings, so it's not even that crazy, especially with how many walks we've seen so far, as that ball will go inside for Hardin.
Imagine if the Wolfpack came back. Imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade. So many things to imagine here on the final day of the regular season. Now the 1-1. Grounded left side. Could be a tough play. Flip to third. Close play over there. We're going to have to look at the replay. Schofield might have caught the bag with his heel. If he was able to catch it with either of those heels,
I mean, I'll take a look at it. Yeah. Get it, Jack.
Take a look at this. It is quite close and kind of difficult to see. I think the debate comes around of if Schofield's heel was initially on that base or not.
So Jack has popped up in Club 65. He caught that on video. The ruling is going to be safe.
Next stage. The second game. First pitch.
I believe that will now load the bases with only one out. Jack Playhouse, or sorry, Thomas Playhouse now step in, I believe, batting right now instead of normally being a lefty. I believe that was a decision he made after he got.
He's going to slice the first pitch just foul. Sorry to interrupt you there, but that was hit on a rope. He's trying to target that foul pole.
And he will switch to batting left now.
He was batting righty for that first pitch, and this one's going to be way out of here.
Is a grand
Chad Greavy does not realize that if a ball ends up in the trees, it is gone, as that was crushed.
Guess just needed one attempt right-handed, and he's like, you know what? I'm going back left-handed, and it pays off for him. Brings home the grand slam, puts this game within 1 run. Still has a 1 run to work with the run cap. Actually, a tie game might be very much on the cards now, as that ball's absolutely destroyed out in right field.
And would you take a look at the score?
Just got that.
Yeah, what's the score now?
It is 6-7.
6-7. I'm cooked. Michael takes ball 2 inside. 2-1 drops in the zone, 2-2. And quite an inning it's been for the Wolfpack, as Michael just caught a piece of that. Able to stay alive. One out here in the bottom of the second. Aces lead it by 1. That's popped up left side. It's going to hang up there. It's going to get down. And did it catch the trees?
I believe it did hit the leaves up in the top of the tree.
It looks like it sure did hit the trees.
Or
oh, he rolls his
So Ian Michael nearly rolls his ankle rounding the bases, but leaves the yard and ties this game. Hits the 6-run cap, but we're level.
It was like 6 or 7.
yeah, 7-7 now in this game, as I think that will end our second inning. We'll be back soon with the third. Don't go anywhere for this ridiculous final game of the season.
Well, Scott, if we put up 12 runs,
yeah, might as well.
Let's go.
Well, they said they just didn't want to sweep.
Those 2 home runs. Sounds like home runs 3 cents.
Ah, my shoulder. I threw 2 days ago. Yeah, okay. And it doesn't matter for us. Yeah. Okay.
So back here for the top of the third, Dylan Carroll will lead off as Alex Harden creeps ever closer to 100 pitches. He's at 99 right now. But in a game that seemed all but over, 6 in the bottom of the frame make it 7 for the Wolfpack, as that's popped up for the first out.
Zach Inouye able to get under that there. Yeah, back-to-back home runs for the Wolfpack. Grand slam from Thomas Playhouse, followed by a solo home run from Ian Michael. We'll bring this game to tied runs. Now it comes down to just this final inning. Already 1 out on the board. for the defensive Wolfpack.
So one down here for Aaron Schofield, who leaves that one upstairs for a ball. That'll just miss outside 2-0. This one pulled foul back into the trees, and it's 2-1. Miss downstairs for ball 3, a hitter's count to the leadoff man Schofield. And it'll miss upstairs, he'll get a board. And now Morgan Granich steps back in. Has come to the plate 4 times today, has walked in every single one of them.
I think definitely looking for his first hit here.
He'll take strike 1 here.
I'm hearing that. Yeah, that's due.
0-1 misses downstairs. Granite's trying to avoid that 5th walk as Alex Harden is up to 108 pitches. Slapped up the middle, potentially a double play. It's gonna run out of play. Nobody was home at first. So Granite will take second. The fielder's choice gets Schofield.
A little bit of arguments going out there in the field for the Wolfpack. Thomas Playhouse wishing Ian Michael had stayed on first to try to get that double play, but instead, ball will miss and Morgan Granich will now be on second. Jace Pratt now steps in, will wear that first ball.
Had to mark it down as a steal of second from Morgan Granich, one of the only ways to do that. As Pratt is ahead 2-0 and is just kind of standing in the batter's box. He's unhappy right now. He'll miss outside 3-0. I think Pratt just wants a pitch to hit.
Yeah, I believe his last at-bat saw 2 balls go behind him. Just looking for one.
Swings at one anyway, popped up Inouye, makes the grab, and ends the inning. A nice play from Zach Inouye over at third to haul it in. And the Wolfpack, once down 6 runs, are going to have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd on tap here. It's going to be Chad Curtis leading things off, the 5-1-2 hitters for the Wolfpack.
And if I heard the Wolfpack out in the field talking correctly, I believe they're saying he's due for a hit or a home run. He is one of our dingers or nothing candidates. If he does get a hit, it's likely a home run.
First pitch on the way from Pratt. Down low, ball 1. 1-0 misses as well. And that'll be taken for strike 1. Already 45 minutes into this first game, so if we do see extras, we very well could be in a spot to fire up the lights this afternoon, this evening now. 3-1 pitch. Tapped foul, strike 2, and the count goes full. 55 on the gun right there from Pratt. 3-2 misses inside. It's a leadoff walk to Chad Curtis, and the winning run is aboard. What a finish we are shaping up for here on a Thursday evening. Back to the top of the order with Zach Inouye. 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and that infield fly. First pitch drops out, ball 1. Second pitch stays upstairs, ball 2. Pratt would still need to throw about exactly 50 more pitches to catch Harden. Don't think we'll be seeing him up past the century mark, but he issues a walk to Inouye, and puts the winning run in scoring position up at second. In steps Alex Harden with a chance to really shake things up. 113 pitches on the mound, but he's got an opportunity to walk this one off at the plate.
Yeah, thankfully, they do have 2 games of Ian Michael to pitch. He wants a bit of a break.
I think they should throw Harden back out there for another game.
Yeah, probably. He's still got it in him, probably.
Alex Harden, 200 pitch day potentially.
It's because he hasn't pitched all year. He's got to make all of those up just in this last game.
He's ahead 2-0 here. Thomas Playhouse sits on deck, already has a grand slam today. This one pushed the other way, fair ball. Curtis is gonna be waved home. Here comes the throw, no play. Alex Harden, 113 on the hill, but he walks it off here in game 1.
And what an interesting game 1 we have for our final game of the season. Chad Curtis is able to come home and end the game at 8-7. See what we have in store for the next 2 games, as we do still have 2 more games in the series left today.
An absolutely bizarre game 1. That's pretty much the only word I can use. But we'll see if we've got an interview. If not, we'll head right to game 2.
What's the video? Alex Harden! Just to get some extra shots when because if I'm not, you know, up there and there. No, we played that. I haven't really done it that much. I want to know what's the, all right, let's lose them. Throw me in a picture. That was like some hype coming in with the smaller camera. And he's just fucking terrible.
All right, and we do have an interview. Robert is down with Alex Harden after throwing quite a few pitches that series. Robert, take it away.
All right, Alex, what did you make of that tough game? I mean, struggled on the mound, but found a way to get it done on the home plate.
Yeah, you know, it was tough on the mound. I mean, I haven't been out there in a long time, but felt good getting back out there. I mean, I let things get a little tense, but you know, we're all competitors out here, and yeah, it felt good to strike some guys out. I walked a lot, but you know, we won the game, and that's all that really matters.
A little bit of a rivalry with Jace Pratt. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, former teammate. You know, it's you know, he'll always be a bit of a pack member. You know, he's gave us a few good years, but it felt good getting the better of him today.
All right, well, good luck for game 2. Thanks, man. Back to the booth, guys.
And after game 1, the Wolfpack are leading in this series, able to strike back after a somewhat devastating loss in a sweep to the Central Cyclones, now eliminated from playoffs in week 9. Good indicator for the Wolfpack's performance here coming playoffs, starting in a couple weeks. Against quite a strong opponent here in the Atlantic Aces, a team battling for that 2nd seed spot. I believe still have a chance to get it if they do pick up these next 2 games. Bit of a hectic game there, though, in game 1. Down 6 runs, able to come back and win it 8-7. I was looking away for a second there, almost getting my head taken off by Morgan Granich. It is kind of the vibe we've been seeing today. Not the most serious wiffle ball you will see, as this game doesn't have super large implications for either team. So we are already almost at 7 o'clock, just after the first game. Normally we're about halfway through the second game on normal days, but this game has drawn out quite a bit, as especially Ace's attacking halves were drawn out quite a bit, as Alex Harden, I believe, already has around 120 pitches.
And Morgan Granich, who is not pitching, just threw about 15 home, trying to hit 67 miles an hour naturally. So it'll be Jace Pratt back on the hill, trying to get Dylan Carroll to take his phone that is in his pocket. A la, was it Yadier Molina in the All-Star game about 8 years ago in Miami? Him and Nelson Cruz taking a selfie with Cowboy Joe West. First pitch popped up, Schofield getting on his horse, and he'll haul it in for the first out.
They're reminiscent of Inoue's own play to close out the top of the 3rd. making a run from that third base position to catch a ball. Alex Harden will now step in.
A little beef between these two, and Pratt just said, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Harden stepping in the bucket, taking a hack at 47 right there. That one's going to be pushed back up the middle. Schofield, hard charging underhand flip for the second out. Aaron Schofield all over the place here in game 2. .53 put out for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I believe Aaron Schofield might have won our Golden Glove Award last year, maybe making a late season campaign for that award. Again, 2 balls would go wide there for Jace Pratt.
We do have confirmation from the booth that Schofield did in fact win. And that ball was ripped and looks like it might have missed that yellow line by about a ½ inch.
Just barely.
It would have been a single, I don't want it.
So just barely foul. Huge cut right there from Blayhouse. It's 2-2.
Thank God.
And Blayhouse as well, choosing to bat left after his grand slam. Did one pitch as a right-handed batter. We'll look at ball 3 there. Full count.
Now the 3-2. Grounded, tough play. Blayhouse isn't even going to run. He says, all right. Talk about dingers or nothing right there from Thomas Blayhouse. Says, nope, not even going to try.
That will also end the inning.
So that'll end the frame.
Oh yeah, end the frame. 0-0 still the score. Kind of quick put away there for the Aces. We'll be back with the bottom shortly.
Instead of coming in to pitch this one, you just want to start the next one.
So Ian Michael will take over on the hill after the 113 pitch odyssey, trek, journey from Alex Harden. It was a range of emotions, anguish and joy from the man on the hill. But Michael will take over, hitting with a 4.33 ERA on the year, 34 2/3 innings pitched from the right-hander.
And with this adjustment, maybe we might see some more consistent pitching here for the Wolfpack. Did have to mount a comeback in game 1. Alex Harden, though, not typically that game 3 pitcher. Ian Michael normally holds that position behind Sam Thomas, who isn't here today.
Green light on for Schofield, but it's just foul.
I believe that was foul. Schofield does go for the run, though, like the commitment. Never know for sure. Don't want to be in a position like Thomas Blayhouse was last time, where he didn't go for the run and was just tagged out.
So after the Pack took game 1, Ace is looking to respond here in the second game. Someone just threw a wood chip or a stick at Ian Michael as he is clearly unfazed by it and corrals the pop-up for the first out. You know, I actually got recognized today.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's Safeway. Picking up flowers for my mom. Someone comes up to me. I'd gone and spoken in a classroom back in June. My old elementary school teacher was like, hey, you want to come in and speak? As Greenwich pops that foul. So I went and spoke, and I saw a couple of the boys from his class today. They go, oh, hey, you're the wiffle ball guy, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, I sure am. I was very tired. I was not expecting to be noticed in public today. As Greenwich takes ball 2 upstairs.
It's always awkward, I'm sure. Positions never gets easier.
First time it's happened in this capacity, but shockingly not the first time I've been recognized in public for something I've done on the internet. Greenwich takes ball 4 down low. It's a 1-out walk. Yeah, about 5 years ago during COVID, I ran a NASCAR page on TikTok. I was at an Everett Aqua Sox game, actually. Kid came up to me afterwards, said, "Hey, you run this TikTok page?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Dude, you're like my favorite TikToker." That ball is destroyed. Jace Pratt is going to do some sort of celebration as that ball is crushed over Club 65.
And we'll bring the Aces to an early 2-run lead here in the bottom of the first. I believe their first home run of the day, if I remember correctly. Bring himself and Morgan Granich home.
Good rounds the bases, so nonchalant right there from Jace Pratt. So it'll be Chad Grebe now, a 2-0 Aces lead here in the bottom of the first.
Ball go outside for tie the count.
That's awesome.
Miss above at 61. And wide, the count is now 3-1.
Jace Pratt just came here to tell me all about his celebration. Might get me demonetized if I tell you guys what it is. That comes in at 29 miles an hour for ball 4. Might be the contender for slowest pitch we see all year.
Yeah, had a 34 earlier from Pratt, I believe, but 20 is definitely lower than that still.
So Dylan Carroll leaves ball 1 up high. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. On a day with very little wind. It's been a very, very dry, very little wind for much of this summer. Rained yesterday as Carroll's saved by the speed check. Morgan Granich keeping the 41 meme alive.
Reload on balls here.
We have lost the plot in this final series of the season. 2-0.
And Michael's struggling with the speed check here against Carroll. He has 2 already. 61 and 63.
This one popped up at 60. It's going to go foul, and Aaron Schofield tried to make the play. Couldn't quite hang on. If this was banana ball, it could have been an out. Wonder if Jack's ever thought of banana wiffle ball.
Yeah, that would be an interesting experiment. That ball is destroyed.
That ball was hit to about Kennewick. It was just foul.
That was fun.
And Carroll just got a piece of that one, stays alive. This time we'll go down swinging for the second out. 60 on the dot for Ian Michael. Induces a swing and miss, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the first.
Too much fun up here.
Ian Michael sending a message to Aaron Schofield. And Schofield took a major cut right there, luckily saved by 61. So it'll miss inside at 60. Actually don't know how that first pitch didn't hit Schofield in the face.
Might have hit the brim of his hat.
It was humming on in there. You know, a lot of the games we've done this season, it's been very fast-paced. You know, it seems like there's just pitch after pitch after pitch. There's been a lot more downtime today. Kind of feels more like one of those midsummer major league games where you're kind of just trying to talk about anything, as that's grounded right side. Nobody home. Schofield jumps over it. Some acrobatics from Aaron Schofield. It's going to get Grebe to third, and it's going to be runners on the corners with 2 away.
We're not going to talk about the fact that you literally missed the bag.
That's an out, right, Jack? Something's on my hand. I don't like it. It's an out if you miss the base.
Aaron Schofield showing off the hurdles right there.
I don't know. It's not. It doesn't look good.
So Granich, who walked 4 times in game 1 and already has a walk here in game 2.
Yeah, it could be tasty.
takes strike 2. And he'll ground one left side. Tough throw to first, not in time to get him. We'll have to look at the replay. It was a bang-bang play over at first. It was a nice throw from the hot corner. A nice play by Harden to rein it in. But he was safe at first.
That will also bring a run home. Good RBI single there for Greenwich. They would have got something different other than just his walks.
It was 67 out of the hand of Ian Michael right there, as Pratt goes ahead 2-0.
That's rich coming from you, dude.
Ian, how hard did you throw it at Jace?
How what?
How hard did
I could probably hit upper 70s.
Okay, Ian Michael really struggling with the speed check here. Quite a few so far. 2 more as well at this at bat, even though they both were balls and Pratt did not swing at them still.
Well, he's now taking bets here in a 3-0 ball game as to how fast he could possibly throw a pitch that would hit Jace Pratt, who's going to step into one. Jace Pratt had plenty of time to key that one up, destroys another one into the forest. It's 5-0 or 6-0, and it's going to end the inning.
I don't believe it's 6-0. I believe it is 4-2 because the Aces picked up 2. And oh, right, that is the wrong team. I'm scoring for the wrong team. That is my bad.
I better get one coming back the other way. All right, no more after that. You kidding me?
Wait, is that a 6-run?
It's a 6-run.
Oh, boy, Ian, way to get off the field.
So after a little bit of confusion,
Yes, you'll get off the field.
after a little confusion, the inning is over. It's the 6-run cap. Ian Michael very excited as he's able to work his way off the field. But the Aces played a 6 spot. Jace Pratt unloading on a couple of wiffle balls right there. 2 homers in the frame. We head to the top of the second. 6-0 the score.
A lob balls will go up opposite hand. Yeah, how do we just overtake everybody in the staff? So our slogan just changes right now? Yeah. It's all 10 of us. Fucking home run leaders, both package. No, leaderboard. Who's up? I don't know.
I think I'm up.
Oh yeah, because you went 3-3 down. I just can't see it out. Here she is. Come on, bro. Start her.
Where do you gotta be? I'm expecting it.
So Ian Michael will lead off this second inning. And we'll see if the Wolfpack can find a way back into this game. They did it in game 1. And that's going to be a fair ball. Schofield's going to have to really hustle for it. It's going to be over the head of Greenwich and out of play. Ian Michael took the bat with him.
Pat going on a bit of an adventure there as he gets thrown back home.
He bat flips the single and advancing to second on the out of play.
And I'd like to apologize for last inning for scoring that incorrectly. It is 6-0 for the Aces instead of 4 runs I for some reason scored for the Wolfpack. You know, they did not get any at the top of the first. We'll see if they can get some on the board this inning. Chad Curtis stepping in, Ian Michael on second.
First pitch to Curtis misses up high, ball 1, and that's going to be in there at 56 to even the count. Curtis waves at 49 for strike 2. One-two is going to catch Curtis on the head. I tell you to use your noggin when you're playing the game of baseball. I don't think they mean that way. Misses outside, ball 3, and the count is full. Curtis taps it foul. Jace Pratt dealing with the sun in his eyes. It's going down, but it's basically right where he goes to wind up. Really tough spot for the righty.
$112 for standard? I usually get it. No. Yeah, that's not, no. Yeah. I spent 70 on it.
And count full, very common thing we've seen here, but pitch will go high. Put Chad Curtis on first. Zach Inouye will now step in. Runners on first and second. No outs yet in this inning.
First pitch to Inouye popped foul. As the second one is pulled foul. Pratt looking for a critical first out of the inning. He's not going to get it on that pitch as it comes in and catches Inouye on the elbow. 1-2 drops out. Now the 2-2 pitch on the way from Pratt. Again missed outside, and you said it, another full count.
I've seen Pratt reach this count quite a few times, and as well as Harden in the first game, really loved getting to the full count. I think partially what led him to have so many pitches. We'll see another full count here, though. Starting out 0-2, though, I believe, so good battle back here for Inouye.
Pratt only at 24 pitches so far, 12 balls and 12 strikes. Looking for the first out of the second inning. Grounded back up the middle. This could be a double play. Stepping on the bag is Greeby. It's going to hit the house. We're going to have to take a look and see if a run will score. It was a dead ball. We'll take a look.
It hit the house, though. It's not a dead ball.
No, dead ball is if it hits the brick right there. The runner advances like and you miss the brick. He's already back at third.
So Michael will hold up at third. One out now, as that's going to be nearly a double play. It was dropped on the transfer. Now the throw to the plate.
Safe.
It's going to be close again.
You see me block that throw?
I'm going to lean towards safe. We can take a look at the replay, though.
So back-to-back very interesting plays, and we're going to go with the call of safe. It seems that's pretty much the accepted call here. 2 down now.
So we'll put 1 on the board for the Wolfpack, I believe.
So run will score. It's going to make it a 6-1 ball game.
Thomas Playhouse down 2 already. Zach Inouye sitting on first.
That's going to go off the knee of Playhouse. Can't feel good. It's going to be a 1-2 count to Thomas Playhouse, who's hitting righty right now. The usual left-handed hitter. Switch hitting right now, a la Anthony Rendon. That one time he decided to hit lefty in a blowout game. And he'll just get the bat out of the way. It's 2-2. And he's going to go down swinging to end the inning. And Thomas Playhouse is going to go crawling into the other batter's box.
You know when you say don't miss it and you pump.
Aces need 5 to put the run rule in effect and walk off this second game. We head to the bottom of the frame, 6-1.
Yeah, if you pump anything above 40 and you say don't miss it, that's very misleading. All right, I got you. You'll be up. Don't miss it. You'll be up again. You'll be up again. Here we go.
So Chad Greeby will lead off this bottom of the second, and he'll leave the first pitch outside. Ian Michael back to work after 32 pitches in the top of the inning. And Greeby's ahead 3-0 here. takes a big cut at 38 and taps it foul. And he'll take a 5-pitch walk. Chad Grebe gets aboard to lead off the bottom of the second. Again, 5 runs would end this second game in Mercy Rule.
And not too often we see opportunities for this 10-run lead at Mercy Rule, but definitely viable here in this game.
That ball is way out of here. Dylan Carroll unleashing on one out to right field, a 2-run shot, and it's 8-1.
Yeah, that's going to bring us 3 runs away from that Mercy Rule, like you were saying. Great hit here from Carroll if they want to put this game away early and tie up this series.
He and Michael throwing batting practice right now. It's like a position player pitching, as that's going to be grounded back to Michael. It's going to skip out of the hand of Harden. Some colorful language from Aaron Schofield as he hustled into first, but he's in there safely.
Yeah, Harden unable to make that play will keep us at 0 outs here.
So here comes Morgan Granich. He's going to rope one out to right. Another 2-run shot. It's 10-1.
Yeah, 9-run lead. 1 more run needed to end.
I think Ian Michael wants to go home. Like he's ready to wrap the second game up.
Yeah, and it only adds to the craziness that we've seen so far today.
So Chase Pratt is 2 for 2 with a pair of homers. Welcome to the show, 64 to open things up.
And 1 more homer will put away this game.
This is going to be grounded to Michael, and it's going to be foot race to first. Ian Michael beats him out. The first time Pratt is out in this second game, and there's 1 down.
Bit of a stare-off there before they both started running, almost challenging each other to make the play for it. They both ended up going for it, but Ian Michael will beat him there.
What a day we're having here at the AWA. How can you not be romantic about wiffle ball as Grebe grounds that one left side, and Harden can't hang on again.
Alan, I need help!
What's going on here today? There's something in there. It's got to be something in the air. Alex Harden, for the second time in a row, unable to make the play. Dylan Carroll will miss a swing at the first pitch. First strike 1. Second pitch will go high from Ian Michael.
Grounded up up the middle. It's going to end up on Ian Michael's back. Everybody's going to be safe. Grebe goes to third.
And we just can't be serious today with the way that things are going. Aaron Schofield will now step back in.
You guys have been with us for much of the year. I'm sure you all know that I try to maintain some composure while I'm up here in the booth. I think that's probably the 3rd time in this game and a half that I've lost it and had to throw myself on mute because I'm laughing too hard.
We do have a runner on third, though. If he's able to make it home, it will end the game. So decent single here from Aaron Schofield would put a close to this game.
Schofield ropes one left side. Blayhouse is not going to have anybody home. Grebe scores, and that's going to end game 2. 11-1 the final score, and yet another absolutely bizarre ball game. Run rule in effect will go to the 3rd game. Both teams looking for a series victory.
Mercy rule this year? Always been a mercy rule. Let's go, Chad. Let's go, Chad. Chad, yeah. What a time. There you go. Throw me this one. I think that's
All right, we do have an interview. Robert is down there with Jace Pratt. Robert, take it away.
All right, Jace, talk about the chirping here so far. It's been kind of testy a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, revenge game. You got to come out here, have some fire, have fun with the guys.
Definitely. How about the pitching so far? What are you noticing from your pitching so far today?
Not the best, but Wolfpack's a little bit worse, so we're good.
All right. Well, good luck out there for Game 3. Back to booth, guys.
Yo. I only have 3 balls.
All right, thank you, Robert. Yeah, Jace Pratt, they're coming off back-to-back home runs as well as an out in Game 2. You can see here on your screen, Thomas Blay has to step up to the plate to practice with, I believe, 7 bats, if I'm taking a look at that quickly.
Which bat did you hit?
Not quite able to get the power behind it, but definitely a potentially better chance at making connection. And we've really had a day here today at the AWA to close out the regular season. Perhaps we might have a more normal Game 3, but so far, how things have gone, doesn't seem like it will be that way.
I would not be anticipating that. I'm trying to get the aces to get me in at bat right now.
Yeah.
It's yeah. 3 pitches is all you need. Wait, we're away. Yeah,
Chad versus Chad. Holy cow, this is gonna be
Yeah, so the quest to get me an at-bat here in Game 3 is on. It's going to be Chad versus Chad, Curtis versus Greavy. And I can only imagine the silliness that's about to ensue here in the 3rd and final game of this series and the final game of the regular season.
Yeah, because we've moved on from not just the aces of both of these teams not pitching, but not even their 3rd game pitchers. We're now on the sub and the designated hitter are now pitching in this Game 3. So when I said we might see a more normal Game 3, throw that out the window. This is going to be one of the more interesting games of wiffle ball that you have ever seen. As people who don't normally pitch.
So here we go with Chad Curtis on the hill. First pitch misses outside to Aaron Schofield. And we're underway in this 3rd and final game of the series. 57 from Curtis, okay. We're seeing what he's got as that drops out at 61 for ball 2.
And I refuse to make a comment about Chad Curtis's current pitching form so far, because he will start doing the exact opposite once I say it. So we're gonna ignore the fact you can see the count on the screen.
It's not a lot you can say, only 4 pitches in though, really.
Yeah.
Huge hack right there from Schofield, count full 3-2. So this is grounded foul left side.
We still will reach the full count though. Not escaping that so far this game.
You're not even gonna want to go right here right now.
Yeah, this is just, what a time we're having right here. The vibes here at AWA Field are good on the last day of the regular season. Schofield pulls that one foul again. 7 pitch at bat already. And he'll take a walk. So in steps Morgan Granich now. 1 on, none gone here in the top of the 1st for the Aces. And Granich takes a one-handed swing at the first pitch.
That one will miss on the inside, tying the count 1-1. Granich just had a lot of walks.
Looks like it didn't catch him on the knee.
Yeah.
2-1 on the way. Taken strike 2. .61. Curtis disappointed, nearly had his first career K. That's tapped foul. And he is out of wiffle balls. So restock on the way for Chad Curtis.
And in this break, I'd also like to comment, we now see out in the field Alex Harden in that third base position. I guess after his couple errors at first base, he's been removed from that position. Zach Inouye now occupying it.
And Harden spent quite a bit of time over at the hot corner, so not necessarily a brand new position for him. That's going to be popped up out towards center field and caught for the first out. Schofield's going to go for second. He's going to jump out of the way, and he'll be safely in. Playhouse says he left early, and he wants a look at the replay. So we're taking a look to see if Schofield did in fact leave early here. It's going to be tough to tell. And he is A-OK, so he'll go to second.
1-0, count. That one count?
1-0.
Oh.
1-0 misses low. It's 2-0 to Pratt. 1 on, 1 gone. Top of the first here in game 3. Pratt's going to hit that one where nobody is. Schofield's going to come around and try to score. Here comes the throw. Hits the hot tub out of play. And Aaron Schofield is going to put the Aces on the board first.
A really perfect hit positioning there. The ball goes right in the gap between Inouye and Playhouse. They both go for it, so then no one covering the bases. Pratt is able to get on safely, and Schofield comes home.
So in steps Chad Greeby, the other pitcher today. As it is starting to get kind of dark here, we may see the lights kicking on here at some point in game 3. So Greeby just caught a piece of that one. It's 1-1. Even at 1, that's going to miss outside, and he'll jump ahead. 1 run on 1 hit so far for the Aces here in game 3. As that's a hearty hack, but swung through for strike 2.
Ian, either get balls or tell people to get balls.
All right, I'll tell him. Climb the tree.
2-2 count on the way now from Curtis in a battle of the Chads. This, of course, the pitching matchup you'll see today. And he'll miss outside. Greeby looking for a 1-out walk. The 3-2. Grounded foul off one of the mole guards right there. We'll try again from a full count. Got him, strike 3, and Curtis wins round 1 of this battle of the Chads here in game 3.
And it seems like the Wolfpack have diagnosed that the more pitches they throw, the better they do. As with the speed checks and the foul balls, I believe Curtis is probably already up to quite a high pitch count just on the top of the first. They were able to take that first game when Harden had a high pitch count, but
yeah, Curtis already up to 25. Make it 26.
I believe it was 54 in Harden's
yeah,
first
54
inning.
in the first for Harden. That's going to be sent toward left and deposited into Club 65. Dylan Carroll, a 2-out, 2-run shot, and it's 3-0 Aces here in the top of the first. Dropped it in the bucket out in Club 65.
Another lead here for the Aces in this series, not something that has been too uncommon so far. Still is only 3 runs, not the worst deficit that the Wolfpack have faced, but definitely still hurts to see yourself down early in the series every time. Schofield will make connection there for strike 1.
Schofield now in a 1-1 count. So that'll miss outside, ball 2. Now the 2-1 missed outside, it's 3. Hitters count on the way to Schofield, who walked his first time up. And he takes a healthy cut at that one, but it can't connect with 58.
we see another full count. I know I keep harping on this, but it is quite remarkable how many times we've seen it.
And he'll miss outside. A 2-out walk to Aaron Schofield. It'll bring Morgan Granich back in. Granich popped out his first time. He'll help restock Chad Curtis with a handful of wiffle balls. Chad Grebe over in the bullpen getting warm. Of course, made his AWA debut today and now making his AWA pitching debut once we get to the bottom of the first. 1-0 to Granich is going to miss upstairs. He had to lean out of the way of that one. This one popped up and Curtis won't try for it. It'll settle in foul, now 2-1. As that misses in the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on the way to Granich. I'll leave it outside.
First and second will now be occupied. Didn't quite get to a full count there. 4-1. 5-pitch walk. Granich will get another walk in the series. Has had quite a few of them. Almost all of his at-bats we have turned into walks.
Granich has up to 6 walks in this series alone. 4 walks in game 1, 1 in game 2, and now yet another here in game 3. Jace Pratt steps in, gets a piece of the first pitch, but taps it foul. As that drops out of the zone for ball 1. Curtis up to 40 pitches now, so we could see another 50-pitch first inning. As that's a huge hack right there from Pratt. He's behind 1-2. He's got to regroup after that one. The 1-2 on the way from Curtis. Inside ball 2. 61 out of the hand of Curtis. And that'll miss outside at 51 to bring the count full. Yet another full count here for the Wolfpack. This might be approaching the record for most full counts we've seen in the series. I feel like we've had about 20 of them.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. Sent out toward left field. Nice grab, Thomas Blehaus, to end the inning. The Aces get 3, but they leave a couple aboard. We head to the bottom of the first, 3-0 your score.
Hey, good job.
Only 3?
So Chad Grebe making his AWA pitching debut here in the bottom of the first. First pitch misses ball 1 as NOA taps that foul. It was Chad Curtis's first pitching appearance of the season, but he has thrown 1 inning before today in his career. Grebe is going to get the first out. An athletic play from Aaron Schofield over there third, staring into the sun, but he hauls it in.
Yeah, Schofield really showing his athleticism today with a couple of hops, doing base running. I remember that one over at first base, and able to make that catch as well. Pretty impressive. Alex Harden will now step in. Sarnes had a bit of time to recover after that first game.
Harden sends one left field. Schofield can't quite see it. He finds it at the last second. Aaron Schofield bringing in everything throughout this series, really.
Yeah, and I mentioned it earlier, our Golden Glove winner from last year, trying to make a campaign late in the year to win it back-to-back.
So Thomas Blehaus choosing to hit lefty here will wear the first pitch for ball 1. So that misses outside ball 2. Greeby seems to be releasing his pitches a little too low, as that's going to be tapped foul. I'm sorry, he's releasing him a little too late. He kind of brings that arm across a bit too far, and it takes the ball with it. He's got to release at the top of that arm angle. The 2-1. Went sinker with it. Blehaus says, no thank you. Walks back to the dugout. Everybody's going to touch the ball. Look at that teamwork from the Atlantic Aces for the 3rd out of the inning.
Big quick, let's go.
What would that be, a 4-5-1-3 put out to end the inning? A shutout frame for Chad Greeby in his first career inning. We head to the 2nd. It's 3-0.
Tom, is he pitching that?
Yeah.
Great. You remember.
So we've got a pitching change here in the top of the 2nd. Thomas Blehaus taking over on the hill. Chad Curtis will move to shortstop / second base. And Blehaus is behind 2-0 here. And he's behind 3-0. Lobs one in there, popped up. Miscommunication, it's gonna sit down. What a way to get a base hit if you're Chad Greeby.
I mean, it's right to you, so probably not.
Yeah, and maybe just like how we saw all the aces touch the ball in that last play to close out the inning, if Zach Inouye pitches here in the 3rd inning, you could see all of the Wolfpack attempting to pitch this game or the series.
Quite a bit of break on that pitch.
I believe that's 5 balls in a row now.
That ball is skied up into the trees and gone. A 2-run shot. It was caught, but because it found itself in the trees, Dylan Carroll leaves the yard with a 2-run shot and makes it 5-0 Aces.
I think that's his 2nd home run of the day. Kind of what we were missing out of Carroll throughout this year. Able to kind of turn it on during the end of the year. So able to make a couple more of those plays in playoffs as that ball comes flying at us.
That pitch was 85 out of the hand of Thomas Blehaus. So even if there was only 3...
A little early on that one. Good change up. Good change up. A good change up.
So even with only 3 runs being scored in the first, there's a very specific scenario that would potentially put the mercy rule in effect here in Game 3. It would rely on the Aces scoring 5 runs and then hitting a grand slam. Schofield's going to try and take second. Nobody home at first, and he'll mess around over there, but find himself safely with a single. Still nobody out here in the top of the 2nd.
And Schofield's been looking for some of those aggressive base running plays throughout the day, has been taking some bases on some caught fly balls. Looks to go to second there.
There's a strike. 58.
1-1 count now. Ball will hit the ground way before it's 61.
Just a little low from Blehaus there. So that'll miss upstairs. 3-1 to Greenwich.
Count blue, 3-1.
Oh, that was the pitch.
In this at-bat, there has been a 52-mile-an-hour difference between 2 pitches, 85 and now 33. Full count offering, misses low, ball 4.
That ball's broken. Do I got a refund? Balls. 6.
Not a sword.
So Jace Pratt will step in now. Base is low, or 2 on, nobody gone. Pratt 1 for 2 with a double and a line out in this ball game. As Thomas Playhouse has put the shades on, I wear my sunglasses at night. So Thomas Playhouse says as he fires another 85 home. That was a swing. That was a swing. I tried to hold my laughter there. That was a swing.
Takes another one there at 38.
Jace Pratt.
Don't chop at it. It's not a sword.
That's a 67 ball straight into the. And you've been asking for it all night. A 67 mile/hour pitch. Unfortunately, nails.
Pratt showing bust now. He'll miss inside count full 3-2.
And somehow we still end up at the full count.
This one's going to grab to the right side. Pratt not even going to run. Both runners move up. He'll be out at first. A productive out for Jace Pratt, and there's one away.
Perhaps inspired by the pitchers going up against Thomas Playhouse, who hasn't run much in this series. Takes a second to get on his wheels and gets tagged out at first before he's able to get there.
I'm in tears right now. I'm not even kidding. Oh. One away now. Runners on second and third for Chad Grebe.
I think what did it for me was every time that Chase swung and he'd go shaking like he's swinging a sword. Doesn't quite go there at 59.
He holds off. 3-0 on the way. Popped up out towards center. More miscommunication. It's going to get down. Inouye couldn't hold on. Grebe goes to second. He's going to jump over the ball.
Go back!
Grant is going to score.
That's going to be one of the most elongated plays we've seen as Schofield kind of saunters home, and then Greenwich is very indecisive. Decides he needs to go home because
if I knew that, I wouldn't have tried to hit the home run.
Grimby comes on to third. Gonna have a triple there basically. Have one runner on third as Carroll steps in.
So 7-0 now. Still with one out in the inning. And Carroll's ahead 2-0 here. If Carroll walks himself aboard, then a homer would end the inning and make it a 10-0 ball game. 3-1. Swung through strike 2. Full count on the way here from Playhouse. Popped foul, and Carroll will stay alive. AWA Wiffle Balls once again. They'll need to restock it. I think the only other game that I've found myself laughing this hard in the booth was the Wolfpack Enforcers Dead Squirrel game about a month and a half ago.
I remember that, yeah.
I was losing my mind during that game.
There are interesting batter stands coming out here from Dylan Carroll.
That'll miss upstairs. A one-out walk, and it'll bring Aaron Schofield in. A homer would end the inning here for the right-hander. 1-for-1 with a walk and a pair, or a single and a pair of walks.
And a homer from Schofield here, and then a shutout inning would end the game. As that's another 87.
87. That's
86 or 7.
You want to do that again?
Straight down the middle.
He lobs one at 35.
Are you actually
This seems to be a strategy for Playhouse. Start out with a strong throw and then drop it back by like 50.
82, and Schofield's going to wear it off the foot.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response.
That's going to be grounded up the middle. Playhouse slipping and sliding.
If Aaron had just run there, he might have made it.
Close play at first.
I'm going to go out, but we'll take a look at the replay anyway.
Is that the meta right there? Soft, hard, soft, hard.
That might actually be safe. Yeah, and the call will be overturned.
So he's going to be safe at first. It'll load the bases.
As Thomas Playhouse fires him off there and knocks the cap off of Morgan Greenwich's head.
I'm so lost, man. Everybody else holds up, and I don't even know.
Yeah, no, that's run limit. That's why I did that. That was your intentional walk?
Yeah, because you can't just put people on, because this league sucks. Oh, okay. I put them on.
So they're going to intentionally walk Greenwich.
That's it, guys. Come on. That's only 5 runs.
Yeah, that is only 5 runs.
So with that multi-ball from Thomas Playhouse, he's intentionally going to walk in both runs. It'll hit the run limit.
Yeah, instead of risking the aces getting over 10, he's going to shut them down at 9 with 2 intentional walks to avoid the mercy rule back-to-back. We'll put them still 9 runs behind, though. Not a great position for the Wolfpack, but they were able to come back in Game 1. See if they're able to replicate that in Game 3, as we'll be back with the bottom of the second shortly.
So back here for the bottom of the second, Ian Michael tapping the first pitch foul. It's been a defensive shakeup for the Aces. Dylan Carroll on the hill now. Chad Grebe goes to first. Aaron Schofield manning the middle infield, and Jace Pratt over on the hot corner at third. 1-1, and Michael's going to go fishing for it outside, strike 2. That stays upstairs, and the count is 2-2. This one stays low. Count full 3-2.
No, I probably should. I'm pushing over our cat.
And Michael's going to wear it for a walk. Gets aboard to lead things off on 6 pitches.
Just hit him in the chest.
And Thomas Playhouse, in his 1 inning of pitching, threw 47 pitches.
And close to Alex Harden's first inning from Game 1 at 54. But yeah, maybe the Wolfpack are looking for those high pitches, 'cause that's, I believe, 3 innings now that they've either approached or crossed that 50 mark.
Swings within 3 pitches.
And fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how much you're enjoying this game, we will have to go to the bottom of the third, as the Wolfpack are batting second. So we still have 3 more frames of this series. Ball.
First pitch to Curtis stays outside, ball 1. And that's going to be popped up foul in a way. Can't quite hang on to it. As of now, we still have enough sunlight to keep things going. There's no more shadows on the field. Everything kind of cast in a shadow now as Curtis goes ahead 2-1. That's going to be pulled left side, just foul from Chad Curtis. And the count will move to 2-2 here in the bottom of the second. This one pulled right to Pratt. And Michael's going to get back there just in time, beats out the throw. Jace Pratt, a nice play to hang on to that ball, smoked right at him.
Yeah, decent attempt to try to get the double play as well, but the ball doesn't quite have as much velocity to get all the way over to first. So that first pitch will go wide.
Inouye takes ball 1 outside and grounds that one. Tough play. Schofield tried to make the throw. Back to third they go. It's going to be out of play. Inouye will take second.
Yo, dude, pitcher, you suck.
It'll be second and third with 1 away. Zach Inouye, a stand-up double.
And even though they weren't able to get anyone there, Schofield really able to run over and get on top of that ball quite quickly. Unfortunately, isn't able to get the ball quite to anyone as he does abandon that second base. Inouye is able to get over there. And the ball not quite quick enough after going all the way over to first for Chad.
For Alex Harden, yeah. So Harden will step in now, 1 away. Flew out his first time up. And he'll pull one left side, just foul.
That was fair enough.
This one popped up. Carroll's going to come over, but it's just going to drop foul at the last second. And Harden's behind 0-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Wolfpack looking to plate a few runs and potentially give themselves a chance to stay in this one in the third inning, as Harden's going to rip that one left side. 1 run's going to score pretty easily. Inouye holds up at third. Harden's going to go for second, and the ball was dropped. Now Inouye's going to come home with it. 2 runs are going to score.
Okay. Shirt gets by me? No. That is. I'm just trying to. Yeah. You have to sell it, Jason.
We're going to have to figure out. Seems to be an inside the park homer. And that's how it is going to be counted. An inside the park homer for Alex Harden.
Quite a few errors in the field. Carroll seeming to replicate Thomas Blahouse's pitches against him. Nearly 70 miles per hour straight up in the commentary booth.
The first inside the park homer of the season is that's going to drop. Blahouse is going to try to get to first, tried to cut off the throw. Tried to step in the way of it, but he will be out. And there's 2 down.
I don't quite know what the strategy was there, because if he does get a hand on that ball, he is still out because the ball tagged him. But Thomas Blahouse will come home now after he's
At this point, I'm not really sure the strategy of anything, but Ian Michael's strategy is to demolish a ball out to center field. Hammers one, way gone. It's 9-4.
2 outs on the board, but Wolfpack inching themselves back in this game. Now only at a 5-run deficit instead of that 9 that they started this inning off of. Still have 2 runs before the run cap, and in the entirety of the bottom of the 3rd, Chad Curtis will now step in. Look at a 40-mile-per-hour strike.
Chad, we want to lose, so go ahead and hit one.
Tapped foul, and Curtis is behind 0-2. Went to reach for one outside of the zone. Now the 0-2.
He was leaning into it. I mean, he actually did lean into it.
I've seen this Aces team before. Trying to lose, it's like rough.
Curtis tags it foul and stays alive at 1-2.
That's good.
And he'll reach for one outside of the zone, goes down swinging, and sends us to the 3rd. 9-4 Aces your score.
It's the job done.
I thought they said top 3.
Oh my God, is it?
Am I up?
Oh, you got
Oh, yeah.
So we'll go to the 3rd. 9-4 your score.
Am I up or down?
Chad's up.
Chad's up.
Oh!
I know, I got skipped.
That's like 8 walks.
I got skipped because he intentionally walked more.
I got skipped. What the hell?
What are we doing?
Walking too.
I got skipped.
No, you got intentionally walking.
So first pitch swinging, Greeby is going to sneak under the hand of Inouye. And he's going to have himself a leadoff single. And remember, here in the 3rd inning, there's no run cap. This could get interesting.
Will be fouled just by the Aaron Schofield tree there on the left. Another foul ball off to the left.
Back-to-back foul balls from Carroll. Now the 0-2. Just a bit outside. That'll drop in the dirt, ball 2. Blahouse working quick a la Mark Burley. The full count offering. Swung through strike 3, and there's 1 down. 51 able to catch Carroll out as he can't connect. Back to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield, who leaves the first pitch up high for ball 1. Now hammers this one left side. Can't quite make the play. Can Harden. Greeby's going to be out. An excellent throw from the wall for Alex Harden. It catches Greeby going for 3rd. Schofield's got himself a double.
Yeah, that ball just sneaks past the hand of Harden on the first passerby, but he is able to get it, and it's a very impressive throw onto.
So a nice play for the 2nd out of the inning, and now Morgan Granich will step in. Has walked in his last 2 at-bats. His walks 6 and 7 on the series for him.
Ball will be fouled on top of the dugout.
63. The 1-2.
I'm now scared every time that
Missed
ball
a little
leaves
outside.
his hand.
And at 33, Greenwich is going to go down swinging to end the frame. A 5-run game as we head to the bottom of the third, the final inning of the regular season on tap. Wolfpack need 5 to tie, 6 to walk it off. So Morgan Greenwich will take over on the hill here for the bottom of the third. First 2 pitches miss outside, balls 1 and 2. And that'll be tapped foul. Inouye waves at the pitch outside, it's 2 and 2. Greenwich looking for a punch out here. This one popped up left side. Grebe comes on and hauls it in for the first out of the frame. So in steps Alex Harden, first pitch outside, ball 1. And now Greenwich will get himself a restock.
We've had a pretty good run this year, finishing at like around 7.
Yeah, I mean, we can't complain.
Harden ahead 1-0. And he'll slap one left side off the wall. Trotting into first is Alex Harden, a 1-out single. And there's a man aboard here in the third.
An extremely solid single there out of Alex Harden. Lands deep in the field on that slightly leaning left side. Thomas Playhouse now step in batting right. Look at the first pitch on the inside.
It's interesting. He's batting righty, but he still has that lefty hand placement with the right above left. He's ahead 2-0. Greenwich the full wind up and stretch, but he misses outside 3-0. Interesting swing choice there from a right-handed Thomas Playhouse, as he can't connect with the high fastball for strike 1. Tags it foul, and count goes full 3-2.
I'm only gonna need 1.
So he's only gonna need 1 ball here. This is gonna be interesting. Grab your popcorn, folks. The full count pitch. Tapped foul. He will not only need 1.
And we'll see even if he hits it on the inside of the park, if he does even go to first base. Has opted not to two times previously.
3-2. Grebe can't quite pick it up.
And Thomas Playhouse definitely had a chance to make it there to first base, but opts to lie on the ground and said Alex Harden though will advance to third.
So I think we're gonna go with he forfeits his position there.
Yeah, that
forfeits the base. That's what we'll say. Harden moves to third. Now the 1-1 runs up and in on Michael. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Greenwich looking to wrap up the regular season. Golf swing there from Michael. It's 2-2, and the Wolfpack down to their final strike. We're at 3-2. I just noticed that Pratt and Schofield are like right at that fair foul line. They're just kind of hanging out. I'm really not sure what's going on.
Really a wide open center field for Ian Michael.
They're talking to Jack. It's going to be hammered over to him. The ball finds you. That's what they say. Michael's going to go for 2. He's going to run through it.
For 3.
He's going to keep running. Ian Michael is going to have the second inside the park home run of this game.
And if the Wolfpack really do want to come back in the series, that's what they needed. Perhaps
this is bizarre.
A little bit of ego coming out from the Aces, putting Aaron and Jace there on that first base line. bring the game within 3.
So Chad Curtis will now step in. A 3-run ball game, and with only 2 strikes remaining in this one, it's going to be a restock here for Morgan Granich. They say the ball will always find you. That is most certainly the case here, as Schofield and Pratt were over talking to Jack, who's sitting by the fire, and that ball was ripped right over to him. Ball one outside. Now the 1-1 misses. Curtis jumping ahead 2-1 here. That'll miss inside 3-1. Hitters count on the way to Chad Curtis. We need another restock here.
Yeah, I believe this game might also, I guess, I was going to say have one of the lowest average velocities of any game that we've ever played, or I guess this series, but we've also seen some pitches approaching 90 miles
This
per
is
hour.
outside, ball 4. And a 2-out walk to Chad Curtis brings up Zach Inouye. Tying run now sitting on deck for the Wolfpack. So that misses upstairs to Inouye, ball 1. Drops in the dirt, ball 2.
No, we're down by 3, don't worry.
Is this 7? What's the score, fellas?
9-6.
Yeah, we got 3. We got 3.
So Inouye ahead 2-0 here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. A 3-run ball game. As that's pulled off the tree and gone. Zach Inouye says we're not done just yet. A 2-run shot. It's a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 3rd.
And Zach Inouye, whenever the Wolfpack need him most, he's always there to show up. Gets another 2-run home run here in the bottom of the 3rd. Game 3, the rubber match of the last game of the season. Being down 0-9 going into the 2nd, or coming out of the top of the 2nd, Wolfpack bring it back to within 1 run. Alex Harden will now step in.
Alex Harden, who walked off game 1, that's going to be grounded, takes a funny hop. Schofield, throw to first is going to be wide. Alex Harden gets himself aboard on the first pitch, and now Thomas Playhouse is going to have an opportunity to walk this game off. That's going to drop foul for strike 1. Not sure the strategy there.
I apologize there. I lost it a little bit.
No, I want them to play the enforcers.
This is interesting. Playhouse, it seems that he actually wants to lose this game for seeding purposes. The 0-2 pitch from Granich. Got him, strike 3. That's going to wrap things up. That'll do it for the regular season. The Aces win maybe the silliest series of all time. And that will do it for the regular season. The Aces take the 2 seed. And before we send you guys away to enjoy the playoffs, the 2 of us up here in the booth want to give you guys a big thanks. Of course, I'm getting ready to head to my sophomore year at the University of Kansas. Neil, what are you up to these days?
I'm also off to my freshman year of college. It's been amazing to work here at the AWA. I've been here since middle of last year, but it's always a great time. Thank you everyone so much for watching. It's always great. The playoffs will still be continuing, and we will have other people up here. I'm sure Jack will be back. We might have some other people step in. So we will. AWA will be back. Just personally for me and Trevor, this will be the end of our season. I will at least be back next year, though, definitely. Starting a couple weeks into the regular season. So.
Awesome. Not sure yet for me, but to all you guys at home, thank you so much for tuning in with us this season. Thanks for listening to a couple college kids ramble up here in the booth. It's been quite a bit of fun. So to everybody, thank you and good night.